And hello people! Haven't done a live stream in quite a bit, I know. But this is a special live stream because obviously, as you can see here, there is something called the Western Mainlines that has been released and I have bought. And I think this right now, this is the biggest thing to train sim since, I don't know, since the Class 90 was released, I would say, from Armstrong Powerhouse. But I think right now this is one of the greatest things that's happened to train sim because to start, you've got the new Reading with the Reading flyover and everything. Right, I'm just gonna start instead of blab. Right. And I had to re-download the Armstrong Powerhouse sound pack for the HST and for the Mark III coaches, so I don't want those horrible ones that DTG use. In fact, there isn't any with DTG. But and I also made sure that there was a file I could put it in RW Tools, but there's no way of doing that. So if I'm stuck with the old stock sounds, then really. So yeah. Let's just hope that train sim doesn't crash. Oh, and at the same time, the Wherry Lines is another addition, and that's Armstrong Powerhouse's first route that will be released soon. Not sure exactly when, but hopefully that'll be good too. Right, now let's just hope that train sim doesn't crash before loading this up. Because it's a pretty big route. Oh no, it's worked. Good morning, driver. Open the doors to allow passengers. We're due to board. We're due to depart at 5:30, and we've got 5 minutes. Really? Well, we're at Bristol, so I guess there's a reason why for that. Surprisingly, no lag. So yeah. And I am the master of driving HSTs. No, I've done it so many times, and I just felt like saying it like that. Also, if I'm right, you now get to see Bristol Temple Meads as well with Network Rail all over it instead of First Great Western as it used to be. Just the unfortunate thing about the Great Western Main Line is that the fares are not set by Great Western Railway. Anyway, yeah, Bristol at 5:30 in the morning, well, 20 past 5. There's already 3 HSTs here. My one, which is 43141, 021 over there, and 026 over here, which is switched off, and I don't think it's due to depart for quite a while. I already have a yellow with indicator 2 on it. I'm not sure what type of signal this is. Oh, that's a 3 aspect. I could see the little bulb thing there. It's signal Bravo 47. Right, we are going via Bath Spa to get there. So those of you who like to go via Bristol Parkway or would like to see it, unfortunately you won't, because unfortunately the way I'm routed doesn't permit me to go that way. And I don't know when I'm about to arrive in Paddington, but I would say I would arrive in Paddington by about I would say about 8 o'clock. That depends on how long it takes to get from Bristol Temple Meads to Paddington in real time via Chippenham and that. Also, I'm actually watching the live stream again on my laptop, and that's how I'm making this all successful. Also, you may even the reason why I actually put the camera right up to the signal is because on my computer screen it's actually darker than what it is on the stream. So I'm trying to make it more realistic as possible on my side. Alright, there's something next to me and I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a 47. Put a bit more brake, that's better. I'm actually pretty lucky that right now that it's the default HST that they're using and not their own, because it's obviously an easier job for me to be able to put the Armstrong Powerhouse sounds into the trains and the coaches. So yeah, that's pretty easy. Just thought I don't have it for the 47 because I don't really play it. I was going to put on the 3D track effect, but I thought I'm not going to risk it crashing my simulator while being live, so we're going to use it in 2D instead. But obviously, yeah, there'll be more videos, and I like to obviously make my own scenarios and post them on here. Just that I don't really intend on releasing them as often. Mostly because of how long it takes to get it uploaded onto some sites, and whether people have got the time to download it from UK Train Sim. But since I found that Train Sim Dev was a website, I'll probably start uploading scenarios to there instead. But that's only for routes like this one that you can't use on, you know. Anyway, here's another cross-country HST, and I implemented the sounds into that, so I got lucky there. I just wait for the guard signal, then we can go. Taking it slowly. Unfortunately, we jolted before moving, so. Right, the lights are on. I just had to double check that because it's pitch black here. Well, not with all the scenery anyway, because there's so many lights in the corner. Oh dear, lag. I thought the simulator crashed then, but it didn't. For experiencing buffering, I apologise, but that yeah. Luckily I'm doing this at 5:30 in the morning, so I shouldn't get that much lag. Alright, let's speed up to 90. I don't think we can now because we've got a yellow. Oh no, never mind, it's changed to green. What's annoying a little bit about this HST, it needs to be modified, 1, because 2, Okay, that didn't make any sense. I can't see the AWS sunflower indicator because, well, on my screen it's too dark. I can't see. So yeah. I don't know what that was, but I hope that speed sign wasn't in the middle of the track. But I think we're behind that freight train, so hopefully it will get looped somewhere before Twerton Tunnel. Or after. I think it may get looped while I'm about to approach Didcot. But we're going to be stopping at Bath, Chippenham, Swindon, Didcot and Reading, then at Paddington. I don't know what time we'll get there, but obviously right now it will be about 10-15 minutes before we get to Bath, so... Lag is annoying, obviously. Right, what? Oh. Yeah, it is literally pitch black on my screen. I can't see a thing. Obviously, I'm not the kind of talkative person on a live stream, but try to make as much conversation as I possibly can. Okay, now we can speed up to 100 as we got a green. Oh no. Oh, thank God it didn't crash. Unfortunately, I don't think we can get any flyby right now because of how dark it is. If it was brighter, then I would do a flyby, but, you know, as it being dark... On this video, on this live stream, if anything, and slash video, because, you know, it will be classed as video after, is available in 60 FPS to watch live. And we're passing through Keynsham now, so... Oh yeah, there's a loop in Oldfield Park, I've just realised, but I don't think it will get looped there, so... So I'll be stopping at Bath, and then that'll be passing through, so... Just that the only advantage is that I'll be going faster. In fact, I shouldn't have blown my horn, because I remember that the rule is trains shouldn't really be sounding their horns between 9:30 at night and 7 AM. Right, we did have a warning for a yellow, but it's changed to green, so... Oh, wrong button, I almost put it over a... Be nice if we had brighter lights too. I could only see the track a tiny bit, really. I think we're coming up to Oldfield Park now. Yeah, we are. This is Oldfield Park now. If I'm right, it's a 3-aspect signal at Oldfield Park, and it's not a 4, so I'm a bit in trouble there. Oh, it's 50, isn't it? Because it's 100, not 45, because it's 90. I'll keep her at 50. Also, for anyone who's watching this directly live, I recommend to at least turn your light to rewind it back by a few seconds to avoid buffering, but not I wouldn't say like the entire thing. And I do often get problems right now with the encoder in my computer, so it's really annoying. Don't worry, it's not because the frame rate is bad, obviously it's because of the bit rate, which I can't do anything about. Oh, it's a single yellow. We're going to be sticking to 30 now for the next 3/4 of a mile until that signal, but I'm going to slow down to 20 soon. Because I actually haven't played on this route at all yet, only now I've started using it. So that signal could be protecting a junction. And if a junction signal is protected by TPWS, then you either have to be doing 20 miles an hour or lower to not get tripped. There we are, Oldfield Park now coming up. Right, it's a double yellow, so I'm gonna obviously put the train in full blast. Get it up to speed. Oh no, not lag, lag, lag! Right. There we go. And Bus Spar's coming up. Okay, I had no idea that Bus Spa and Oldfield Park were that close. I think I can speed the train up to 50 and then I'm going to concentrate on slowing it down. Oh no, I can't. It's 40, I've just realised. And there's the warning. Here we are. It's pretty dark, so I hope I stop in the right place. I think I've underrun there, so I'm going to have to put a bit of power on. Right, I'll have to go outside the train to see this, because I can't see the platform at all. It is that dark. Right, I'm going to stop her here, because I know where the platform's ending now. There we go. Brought her to a nice smooth stop. And we are due to depart, I don't know when, but yeah, we're just due to depart soon. Okay, we're due to depart now. I had to turn the radiator down because it was that hot in my room right now. Okay, right. Let's go into the station and have a look, even though it's that dark, but still. Still funny though how this doesn't say London Paddington there, and instead it's got Cheltenham Spa, Manchester and Bristol Parkway. 13:44. What time is it here? 5:46. My God. Right, let's speed her up, get her out the station before we go late. Oh, and if I'm right, this is the set that actually goes on the... Yeah, this is... Okay, this is one of the HST services that will reverse and then go on along the central line towards South Greenford and then back into Paddington. Alright, I'm going to speed up now, up to 60, and then, well, 75 really, there we go, just past it. I should be passing Sydney Gardens in a second, I'm not sure where it is because it's this dark. And again, if you experience a lot of buffering and freezing during the live stream, that's not a problem that I'm able to actually try and fix. I've tried a lot of things to do this, and I just can't find out how to fix it. I've tried everything and nothing works, so yeah. Right, so obviously the 47's had more chance to get ahead of us unless it's gone... Oh no, there's a passing loop here. It's probably stopped there. Actually, I don't think it has because I can't see it. It's probably got... Oh no, there it is, yep. If I'm right, it's overrun the signal, I'm not sure, but... Right, and soon we'll be in the full speed section. Well, it's not quite full speed, but it's classed as full speed right now on the national rail network, but not on the international rail network, which obviously is HS1. Right, let's just look for that 125 board. There it is. Right, let's speed up. Which weirdly, it's 125 in a 2-aspect signal area, but I guess, you know, it's needed, and I guess it's good because then HST gets a nice run up. See if we can make it up this hill, though. Because right now we can't... Oh, no. Oh, never mind. I thought the game froze them, unless it actually did. Because, like, we've been doing 102 now for the past, like, I don't know, 90 seconds. Wow. Next stop, Chippenham. Right, I should be able to pick speed up a lot better now because we're going downhill. And I think that was Twerton Tunnel we were going through just then. But you see, I'm not exactly sure because it's this dark. So, yeah. Right, nearly there. Just 5 more miles an hour and we'll be at full speed. Make that 4. Right, nearly there. 1 more mile an hour. Right, okay. We've reached it, and I think we're going a bit too fast there. Right. Let's maintain it before we start going downhill. Then I'll have to brake, and I don't like braking, even though braking is important. Never mind. Let's start slowing down. Lag. Surprisingly, for the route being this big, you don't actually get that much lag, but I kind of am, but that's only because I'm live streaming. If I wasn't live streaming, I wouldn't get any lag. Right, I'm going to have to put heavy brakes on this now, because we're a bit too close. Alright, I think I can brake lighter now, because I know exactly... Yeah, I think we're braking a bit too much now, so I'm going to release it a bit. Let's put it back to 57. Maybe coming in a bit too fast. Bring it back to 42. Okay, we've come in a bit too... okay, now we're stopping too fast. Yeah, that was a bit too heavy there. But anyway, we've got the whole train in, so let's just open the doors. Okay, that was a mistake. I should have just left it and let the train brake, because then I would have been perfect anyway. But instead, I decided, no, we better slam on... well, not slam on the brakes, but... yeah, well, the rear power car doesn't really matter. What matters more is the coaches, so, you know. Ready to depart, let's go. to make the train find its biting point of movement. Then I release the brakes. So, yeah. Let's put it straight to full thrash. And it's great listening to an MTU engine with headphones. Next up, Swindon in about 16 miles. And then Didcot, which I think is about 30 miles. I'm not sure, but I do remember. I do remember this journey clearly, where I was going from Taunton back to Newport, but I went through Reading to go there, so I thought it'd be a nice change and take the main. But this is obviously before Reading got, and I remember Reading as it was actually. And this is before Reading completely got revamped, and before the flyover was built. So at first I thought, why is the flyover built? There's no need. I found it pointless until I realised that there's the line from Reading West joins up with the fast, when it's actually a better idea for the trains to join to the slow. So that's why the flyover was built, but that's not the only reason. Also, the reason why that flyover was built is to allow a new entry to the current depot at Reading. It's not the train care depot, which is electrified. It's the diesel depot on the left. If you leave platform, which is what is now platform 9. No, sorry, platform 8 used to be platform 5 in Reading. So let's bring it up to full speed again. Hopefully we'll get to enjoy it a bit longer now. $110. If I'm right, going towards Bristol Parkway, there is a 120 speed limit somewhere. If I'm right, I did manage. I've tried to make sure that you're able to watch this via YouTube Gaming. In fact, I just better double check. Oh. Another freight train. Oh dear. Okay, we're going a bit too slow now. I know it's only 2 miles an hour, but I still class it as too slow. Right, I think we've joined up with the main line now from Bristol Parkway, if I'm right. Just take a look at that map. Yeah, we have. We've joined up with the main line. And I pretty like those points there. Oh, and by the way, if you're ever travelling to Bristol, it's quicker to go via Bristol Parkway than it probably would be to go via Chippenham. Even though you land on the same side of Bristol, it doesn't... I'm just not sure if, in terms of time difference, but if I remember rightly, it is faster to go via Parkway than it is via Chippenham, so... Flashing double yellow. I'm going to slow down soon. In fact, I'll do that right now. Just give it a bit more brakes. So we're about to approach Swindon. Oh, and it's getting a tad lighter on my screen now. And at the same time we're approaching an 85 speed limit. Right, I haven't seen any speed warnings for saying 30 going left or right yet, so that's a bit annoying. Make the train brake very lightly instead, so as we're actually pretty far away, and I think I've braked a little bit too hard, even though it wasn't hard, it was just nice and soft and medium, if anything. At least the good thing about Just Train signals is that they use the proper scripting of what real life signals do compared to DTG. They just make signals that are specified for that route, which don't function properly. Like, for instance, like that approach control, it's meant to have the signal change green, and for some reason with Dovetail games and Thompson's signals, they don't do that. They should, because that's what it does in real life, and Train Sim is meant to replicate real life. Right now I'm kind of not seeing it with DTG, but I am with Just Trains. Here we go, we are at Swindon, and that actually felt a bit quicker than what I thought it would have been. Wheel flange. Oh, it's a bit brighter now. And there's the central avoid line, or the through. Stopping a bit too early again. I don't know why do I keep doing this. The brakes will be released in time, obviously, before we stop, and then I can just crawl the train a little bit further. That's far enough. Swindon, it's now 6:10, so yeah, if I'm right, this is right. For those of you who've just joined and well, to be honest, know about what happens on the Great Western Main Line a lot, then it's a good thing you're here, because I'm about to explain to you one thing about this service. If I'm right, because of the direction that the train is pointing, this is the HST set that goes along the central line and then round to South Ruislip and then back onto the Great Western again, so that first class is obviously facing towards the London end again, which right now it isn't. So this is obviously going to be required. So signal showing up main over there. And my keyboard's dead. Oh, no it isn't. Right, there we go. Oh, speed. Oh, never mind. We're in an 85. Alright. Oh, it's a bit brighter now. I can actually see the line a bit more. Right. Signals are nicely placed. Next, I was right. Didcot is around half an hour away from Swindon. But hopefully it wouldn't be as long as I thought it would be. Anyway, 22 miles, so yeah. And at 125, yeah, I think we'd get there a bit sooner than half an hour. And that would be just over 15 minutes. In fact, that is 15 minutes, if anything. I'm actually not sure what day it is right now. I think it's a Saturday. But I could be wrong, it could be a weekday. But obviously if there's a load of AI traffic around Reading, then yeah, it's going to be a weekday. But if all the AI traffic's going out towards the west, then obviously it's not rush hour. Well, it's 6:15 in the morning, so... Come on, you can reach it. There we go. My god, I did not think that there'd be two signals that close to each other. But I guess that's the only reason, so drivers can get a green light quicker. Not the best idea, but it's how signalling works. I think now we're able to get a flyby because it's not as dark now. Looks like I've got a problem with one coach again. Or two of them anyway. Seven miles to go. 7 miles to go. We have 7 miles to go until Didcot Parkway. Yeah, I would say that we would now be in Paddington by around 7:20. Right, we're approaching Didcot Power. Oh god, there's a problem with this level crossing here. Looks like I'm gonna have to sort that out, because clearly that bus just went across without stopping. So oh, it should be approaching Didcot Power Station soon. Alright, let's concentrate on slowing down now. Oh, I've got lag now. There we are. You'll notice the expert of me driving a HST. Anyway, there's another 47 again. I think I'm coming in a bit fast now. Right, I had to turn down the graphics so I could play this, otherwise there's a risk of the game crashing. Right, we've come to a nice stop here at Didcot Parkway. Just the only thing that's missing over here is the DOO monitors for the Thames Turbo trains. That's the only thing. And I like how here it looks. It's pretty good. We will be diverted into a... I didn't see that message before that then. We will be diverted into a different platform at Reading rather than the usual platform 10. Watch out for okay, right, whatever. So we might not get to go over the flyover. As a result of us now being put into platform 12 instead of platform 10. Alright, my train's dragging again and I'm sick of it now. Right. Right, let's have a train spotter's view. Go up to this far lamp here. Right up to full. All of these signals are pretty much in the right place, which is actually an impressive round from Just Trains. And this signal is LED as it should be. That's good. Anyway, I get to see now the proper point of the Great Western Main Line. In fact, we've just joined it. Right, so unfortunately for me, we're now going to get put onto the slow instead. Because the flyover doesn't allow us to go into platforms 12, 13, 14 and 15. It will only, if there's, I can't remember how many platforms there is actually. I'm going to maintain the train at 70 anyway. Oh, damn. And I've spudded, well done. Perfect, I've spadded. Oh, is there a train coming in my oh dear. Dear, 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 dear. Right, I've spudded. Right, where's that other train? Right. I've got to reverse quickly now before it comes back. Hey, at least this time I spotted accidentally and not purposely. So I did a West Coast Railways move there. And I better reverse before that train comes. Before 2 November. Oh dear, it hasn't stopped in Cholsey. No, this is Cholsey here, isn't it? Okay, that's one thing I've never seen, is this branch over here. So, right. Let's quickly reverse. Obviously, in real life, all trains would have to stop. But luckily, I hadn't crossed the points. If I had, then the train would have derailed, because the points were switched against me. Right. That was a bit embarrassing. Now I wish I stayed in the cab leaving Didcot. Right, luckily though we moved out the way just in time, and now we're... Okay, yeah. We're too far from the signal now, but that doesn't matter. We haven't crashed, and we can get into Paddington at one piece. That depends if we can though. I've got low battery on my keyboard, and I'm not going to change it now. I'm surprised the signal didn't change either. Right. If I did... Okay, here's another thing I've never noticed, is this. But I honestly recommend that this would be on a gantry and not just posted on the ground, quite close to the tracks too. Right. Something's telling me that train's emergency stopped. No, it hasn't. It's still going. And the Oxford train, or train from Oxford, I think will overtake... No, it won't. I'm going in front of it, aren't I? Oh, right. Now that's got a flashing. Which means that... Alright, it's pretty much the same layout, but that's got a flashing yellow, so I've got to find out where it's going now. No, it's got a flashing yellow there, so obviously it's going to be going this way. So... Otherwise, that would be... I don't know what that would be, actually, because there's no signal protecting the points, so... Unless all trains are limited to 70 anyway, slowing down. But I'm not sure, because I've gotten the hang of the older Great Western Main Line, which I actually don't like. I had to re-signal... pretty much the entire thing going towards Paddington, and then place the signals every certain miles, which is pretty much 3/4 of a mile. And what's funny is that on the relief and the main, a lot of the signals are in different locations. Like mostly on the relief, they'd be half a mile apart, where on the main they'd be 3/4 of a mile apart. But obviously 90 over 70, 90 over 80 if anything, not over 75, and then 125. So right, where's that 165 or 166? Oh, it's coming up right now. Right. Right, I hope this train is not invisible. No, it's not invisible. No, it is actually darker on my screen than it is what all of you can see on the stream. Alright, hopefully I should get the green now. Yeah, there you go. And then the other Thames Turbo should get is obviously going to stop. In fact, it's not. It's got a layover. Alright, so we can now speed up to 70 again, and not embarrassingly through a red light, which luckily I was able to stop. just too bad you can't do that in real life. And it's, if anything, that wouldn't happen anyway. I think, like I've already explained. And for anyone who's just tuned in, the live stream is watchable in 60 FPS. But it will only work if my train sim will play at 60 FPS. Right, so if I'm right, we can now do a maximum speed of 105 on the slow. I'm not sure, but no, it's 100, not 105. Right. It's better than 75, though. It's a good thing that the flyover was built, because then obviously it reduces the delays into Reading, and the fact that platforms 14, 15 and 16 were built, so yeah. Now Cholsey has come up on my screen, but that does not mean I stop there. It's because I've been set a waypoint where, if you can see, it actually does say that I stop in Reading. So that's for those of you who don't know how train sim works properly anyway, or don't understand how come Cholsey appears on here but I don't have to stop there. Well, I've just explained. Because if you see any go vias, well, go via really, or yeah, if you see a go via, that does not mean stop. But if it does say stop at, that also does not mean open your doors and pick up passengers. It just means stop and wait instructions, really. Okay, we got rerouted because the HST broke down. Okay. That would explain why. 5 miles to go to Reading, and right now we're passing Pangbourne. Which seems a lot better now, rather than how it used to. Make that the entire route, if anything. Looks like a 4-aspect repeater is now needed somewhere here. Unless there is one place, and I hope there is. There's 2 signals close to each other. And we're going downhill, so that means I have to use my brakes. Or just not use anything and just turn off the power. But I don't mean literally turn off the engine, I just mean reduce the power. We'll soon be approaching Reading. Well, it's 80 above 80 over 100 limit. And here we are, arriving in Reading. Okay, I had no clue there was a signal there, because there's no indicator. It's not showing up on my HUD. Now this is the reason the flyover was built. As you see here, there's lines diverging off to my right, so yeah, that's why the flyover was pretty much built for the fast. Anyway, here's the new train care depot. And I've got lag. I think I'd like to say more come on. Right, there we go, we've got a green. Obviously we will get a green. It's 6:45 in the morning, it's not even rush hour yet. And we are moving into a platform that will put us on the fast at Reading, so that's no worry. First time approaching the new Reading. Right, and I better put the brakes on slightly. Here we are at the new Reading. It's great, this. Coming in a bit fast. And here we are in Reading, in the new Reading. So if I'm right, I'm going to try and count the platforms back from how they used to be. So 4, there used to be an avoid line here, so platform 5 used to be there. Then 6 was a bay platform on the other side, and 7, so yeah, and obviously that's the Southwest Trains platforms. Anyway, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and then what would that didn't used to be anything actually. Then 8, I'm on platform 9 right now. Then there's 10, 11. Well, no, there was just a platform 10 here, which was a bay platform, which is no longer here. If I'm right, this platform was built over the bay platform, and the tracks are still under it. Anyway, let's get this train moving. Right, now up to 95. And now we get the full stretch to Paddington. Oh, and I apologise once again for the stream being jumpy. It's something to do with my encoder. I've pretty much tried a lot of things to try and get it to be smooth. I've done test recordings. I haven't done test streams, but I think that's going to be the next thing I'm going to do. But that's going to be after I enjoy playing on this. So, I don't think I'll be streaming for a while anyway. It's mostly going to be just videos, and a lot of them are going to be based on this route. And they're based obviously on the West Coast Main Line over Shap. I think I've done one scenario and recorded and published to this channel on the Newcastle to Edinburgh, but I actually can't remember when I did that or if I have done it. But yeah, other than that, then yeah. Anyway, we're in the 125 zone, and the next station is Paddington. And we would get there by 1:15, and I said that we would get there by around 7:20. I was on the right scale there, but I'm not, so yeah. And I have travelled along this route in real life, so and I've only travelled on it once actually, further than Reading, towards Paddington. So and that was on if any of you know my main channel, the UK Bowler / Train Spotter. I did a video of 1Z70 when Britannia... Oh, come on! Really? Right, I'm going to end the live stream here then. So, thanks guys for watching. That was another embarrassment. Hopefully I may have to try and fix that myself, or I'll just report the issue to Just Trains. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.